So we're going to be doing the 3i Atlas decode along with the OpenAI Atlas decode and the Now You See Me, Now You Don't movie with the character Atlas. So I was on NBC News or just checking out the news, and yesterday and today, Atlas is all over the news within the last day or two, right? Hours ago. All in regards to 3i Atlas. So I want to show you the NBC News one, over 1.3 million views in just one day. And it says new images show 3i Atlas does not have a tail.
Big update, a huge update on our favorite interstellar object. It could be the biggest update in the solar system. Take a look at this. This is 3i Atlas. You know how the last time we talked about it, it went behind the sun, then it got brighter, then it got bluer, then it started to go faster, non-gravitational.
Did you guys all catch that, or did you miss it? So 1.3 million people have seen this just on YouTube alone. So there's probably more, but I'm going to go back, look at the caption up below. New images show no tail for 3AI Atlas. So I'm not sure if that's a fraudulent slip or an error, but this is NBC News. And the age of internet and AI, typos should not be happening on mainstream media networks. So I saw that and I was like, whoa. So now it's 3AI Atlas, or is it 3i, or is it just AI Atlas? And I told you from day one that it is all AI. It's going to be a hologram, right? So they're creating the suspense for the arrival and ushering in of the new world order, which will be AI. So NBC News right here shows that the image shows no tail for 3AI Atlas. How wild is that? So that was NBC News. We have San Francisco News, interstellar object, 3i Atlas stuns scientists. Let's quickly see what they're saying here.
Hey, if you live in Canada and work any kind of
on a massive object flying straight toward our sun. The Manhattan-sized object is called 3i Atlas, and during observation, scientists have been seeing it change color and even grow a cometary tail. Their findings have led to some belief that this object may actually be made by another life form. So joining me now is Harvard.
So the networks, mainstream networks. So these are all mainstream networks. NBC, San Francisco, we'll go through the rest. They're all claiming that scientists are stunned that this comet has changed color, has changed course, has grown and disappeared a tail. And they're saying this is not the behavior of a comet in space. It's the actions of a creation created by another life form. So they're saying this is some sort of device from another world created by another life form.
Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb to talk about the latest development. Avi,
So we're not talking to this listening to that physicist. We got new rogue object. Everyone's covering this. 3 minutes ago, new 3i Atlas images released by Virtual Telescope Project. 3i Atlas, China's Mars orbiter, captures images of interstellar object 3i Atlas. So 3i Atlas photos released first. This one's saying China beats NASA. So this is 8 hours ago. So these are the clearest images ever captured of interstellar object 3i Atlas. Nonsense. Thank God we don't believe in space and all this fake solar system comet crap and aliens. They're setting up for what I've been telling you for many years now. Is a fake alien invasion to usher in the AI New World Order. Okay, so you saw that slip. NBC referred to it as 3AI Atlas. Let me just get a screenshot of that.
Then it got brighter, then it got bluer, then it started.
So we have it. I'm going to take you to the decode. So NBC News referred to 3i Atlas as 3AI Atlas. That was not a mistake. Okay, so the decodes are coming up. Let me remove this. So again, 3i Atlas is in the mainstream news. All scientists, all experts, all Masonic Brotherhood members are calling it wild that this thing is giving off the behavior and actions of a device made by another life form, not that of a comet. So this is the screenshot we just took from NBC News. Wait till you see these decodes. All right. So we've had these decodes for a long time. I'm going to go through them now from the first slide. So 3i Atlas alien hologram equals 1104. The United States Space Command equals 1104. So let's quickly go to that decode and that slide. The United States Space Command is near the end of this massive, massive decode with almost 200 slides. We're looking for United States Space Command. So the US Space Command 1104 was founded on, look at the date, 923, September 23rd. There's the logo. Notice the logo, we covered this, shows the X from the two solar eclipses that took place across America from 2017 and 2024 that created the X. That's on the Space Command's logo. So now 3i Atlas, all the experts are saying that, oh, all the images are revealing that this is something else other than a comet. I guarantee you that the United States Space Command will now be involved, and you'll be seeing them all over the place. So they are an exact match, or not an exact, but the same number and a different cipher, 1104 for alien threat 1104, as in the days of Noah 1104. The US Space Command equals 777. The 3 sevens is order out of chaos. So the alien threat, so the 1104 is hail the Antichrist and slave of Satan. Because the Antichrist is being ushered in and he is going to want to be hailed and worshipped. So all of this 1104 is in connection to the coming of the 3i Atlas alien hologram, where United States Space Command will have major part in this because it will be an alien threat. We also have OpenAI's ChatGPT Atlas browser. So Atlas OpenAI equals 1104. And I told you that there was going to be connections between AI and Atlas. And Atlas OpenAI only launched last month, or October 21st. Just in the last 2 weeks, this happened. So ChatGPT Atlas equals 616 and ChatGPT Atlas equals 417 as in April 17th, 2029, which is going to be 1260 days after 1104. So Atlas Magic equals 1104 because it's not just going to be AI, technology, holograms. There will be some magic involved, and I witnessed this magic happen during the World Series with that lodged ball. So Atlas Mothership equals 1104 because who knows? It's starting to look like they're going to start calling this thing a mothership. So Atlas Mothership, we have Atlas OpenAI browser, 3i Atlas, which is what they first began to call it, and I think it's still the name of it, 3i Atlas equals 217, 17th day of the second month. Third Eye Atlas, 3-Eye Atlas, and Atlas Browser. So the Atlas Browser equals 918. So now we move from the US Space Command. We're going to go to the 918s, which I have right here. Where's Erica Kirk? So the 918 from Charlie Kirk's Prove Me Wrong. Charlie James Kirk is 918. Miss Arizona is 918 and 1260. There's the Atlas Browser for 918. Biblical Great Flood is 918. The New World Order is AI, 918. And Year of the Snake is 918. Atlas Browser. So as in the days of Noah. There's more. So the 3-Eye Atlas alien hologram equals 1104, but now we have a 1656. Worshipful Master Atlas equals 1656. Let me show you the 1656 decode right here. Wait, there's more. 1656, every single one of these. So now we're filling in more because now we have Worshipful Master Atlas. And that's the highest rank in the lodge for the Masonic Lodge is a Worshipful Master. We called one last year and exposed them online. Atlas is 1656. So the Atlas web browser is 1098. That's Order Out of Chaos, 1098. Atlas hologram is 1254. So let's go back to the 1254s. We've gone over the 1104, the 918. And back here we had the 1254s. Kirk World Series was 1254. We have a whole video on that. There's more 1656s. So Worshipful Master Atlas is 1656. Trump government shutdown, 1656. Donald Trump is president. Trump's AI New World Order, 1656. The androgynous satanic cult, 1656. The Great Tribulation is upon us, 1656. Atlas hologram, 1254. Sorry, so that was the 1656. There's the 1254s. So remember, September 23rd, 2025, from September 11, 2001 was 1254 weeks. And remember, United States Space Command, which equals 1104, was founded on September 23rd. So Charlie J. Kirk, 1254, Antichrist Trump, 1254, global economic collapse, AI becomes self-aware, the Brotherhood of Cain, complete incantation, satanic superplot, and September prophecy. Great Tribulation, Satan the Antichrist, Antichrist rules, all 1254. Atlas hologram, 1254. So here's an image from the new film that comes out on King Charles's birthday, November 14th. The main character in this film is named Atlas. And they call themselves the Horsemen. It's been 10 years since the Horsemen last appeared. Wow. So Atlas God equals Fallen Angel 474. Atlas God equals 417 for your April 17th, the date we discovered with the 1260 decode. And Atlas Magic 1104. And here it was the launch of ChatGPT Atlas. It was October 21st, 2025. Introducing ChatGPT Atlas, the browser with ChatGPT built in. So Atlas web browser, Order Out of Chaos, Atlas hologram 1254. ChatGPT Atlas is 616, the alternate number of the beast. Atlas OpenAI is 1104, Hell the Antichrist, slave of Satan. So NBC referred to it not as 3i Atlas, but they somehow showed us it's 3AI Atlas, or without the 3, just AI Atlas. So Atlas takes over, equals 1254, and it also equals 1014. So remember the 1254s were directly tied and connected with Charlie James Kirk, who was born on 1014. Turning Point UK 1254, Turning Point UK 1014. Charlie J. Kirk 1254, Charlie J. Kirk birth date 1014. So Atlas takes over 1254 and 1014. We have another number here. Atlas enslaves humanity 1041. AI God Atlas 1086. The beast system is 1086. So AI God Atlas is also 534, fallen angel. Atlas is demonic, equals 1404. Hour of Revelation, Mark of the Beast, wireless technology, devil prophecy, all equal 1404, just like Atlas is demonic. So we're going to have an Atlas government, equals Mark of Beast, 1116, or November 16th, because we're in the 11th month, only the 7th day. Atlas government also equals 744. So let's bring up the 744s. We even had 744s of Michael Jackson, 744, in 2 ciphers. One of his popular songs, Remember the Time, 744. Friends with Donald Trump, who also has the 744 connections. Trump criticizes the United Nations, 744. The Man of Sin is 744. Father of Lies is 744. And look, 744 written out equals 1254. Now that's crazy because it was Antichrist Trump that equals 1254. That when it became 1254 weeks from 9/11, which fell on September 23rd, Donald Trump was at the United Nations criticizing them. Atlas government is also 1098, order out of chaos. Atlas government is 1269. Atlas government is 711, Genesis 7:11, the Great Flood. Atlas government is also 1314. So Atlas is possessed is 666, and Atlas is coming is 1254. Atlas cannot be stopped is 1018. Master Atlas is 1008, just like digital ID, nanotechnology, weaponization, 1008. Master Atlas is 774, like King Trump, 774. Lord Atlas is tribulation, 846, and Lord Atlas equals 417, April 17th. Atlas saves equals 1098. Atlas magic is fallen angel. So Atlas is a mythological Greek god. Punishment. So as punishment for joining the Titans in their war against the Olympians, Zeus condemned Atlas to hold the sky on his shoulders. So his task of holding the heavens is connected to his association with astronomy and navigation. Sailors and farmers were said to use his knowledge to navigate and determine the seasons. So he was known for being skilled in philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy, and is sometimes credited with creating the first celestial sphere. So the word Atlas in Greek means very enduring, which relates to his eternal punishment. So when you look up anything to do with Atlas, you'll find either statues or images of a Greek god that looks like Thanos or Hercules, and he's either holding the world like on his shoulders like a globe, or He's holding up something. So that was his punishment, was to hold the sky on his shoulders. And what is the sky? The sky is the firmament. And what does that remind you of? So in the Michael Jackson decode, and again, Atlas Titan is 918. Atlas Titan or Titan Atlas is 522. And Titan Atlas is 474, Fallen Angel. Who else did we see holding up the sky and breaking it open? So Michael Jackson in 1979 or 1980 in this video was seen depicted holding up the sky. So he raised up the sky, the firmament that's got a rainbow all throughout it, and then he pulls it apart. And as it's burning, as he's breaking it apart, the flood waters come crashing in. This is Atlas symbolism, which is Babylonian symbolism, 1286. For a zombie apocalypse, 1286 and 1098, order out of chaos. So 1286 falls on Cinco de Mayo. So from September 11th, 2001, 1286 weeks later falls on Tuesday, May 5th, 2026, which is Cinco de Mayo, which equals 1140. And where did I have those 1140s? So the United States equals 1140, Synagogue of Satan 1140, the Four Horsemen 1140. Even King Charles, Apollo 11, and digital money is all 1140. And from one of our decodes and date durations that landed on March 4th, 2026, from March to another date decode, which is April 17th, 2029, it's 1140 days in between. So this Atlas thing is getting out of hand. Here's the screenshots from the film that comes out on King Charles' birthday. So the trailer begins with this magic ritual. It shows us a hologram being displayed in the sky, and it ends up showing the words "the horseman." And look, it's placed above a domed structure, just like the firmament, with lights and stars all in it. And as we're watching this, the main character, whose name is Atlas, is narrating over, and it says, "Did you think we abandoned you? Or that we'd run out of magic?" And then it goes back to the domed structure with the lights, and then him showing his name Atlas, holding some kind of diamond stone. And then he says, "It's been 10 years since the horseman last appeared." So they're talking about magic. They got holograms. We have the Michael Jackson decode. Michael Jackson was, after he died, made into a hologram for his Slave to the Rhythm music video. So he's already connected to holograms. And and Donald Trump. We know that the holograms have been connected with Charlie Kirk, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, Charlie's Angels. We know that the company that created the hologram technology to do that is proto-hologram, and proto equals 424. The Michael Jackson biopic is set for release on April 24th, 2026, 424. We know that Donald Trump, Mr. 424, placed his hand on the Western Wall at 424. The Antichrist puppet Donald Trump equals 424. Got a lot of dates. So remember, this is how we got the March 4th decode, because we've been using the September 11th ritual, the date, but we've never used the death toll until now. So now we've used the innocent victims and the total deaths. The innocent victims from the founding date of America, July 4th, 1776, brought us 2,977 months, and it landed on Obama's birth date, 63rd birth date, mind you. And then when we add in the 19 hijackers, so 19 months later brings us to March 4th, 2026. And in days, that 2996 months translates to 911 and 88 days. Absolutely mind-blowing. So all this Atlas nonsense. So that's why the March 4th now, which was the death toll month duration, it fell on March 4th, 2026. And then we did, where was it? The 1140, March 4th to April 17th, 2029 is 1140 days. Give me a second. Where did I put that? Right here. There's the 1140 days from that March 4th date. And then that 1140 lands us on April 17th, 2029. So this is crazy because this is the third time the states popped up throughout this decode. And remember, 1140 is Synagogue of Satan, the Four Horsemen, King Charles, Apollo 11, even digital money. So now let's show you more to do with April 17th. So it's from the 1260. The 1260 weeks from 9/11 landed us on November 4th, 2025. It was 1260 days from May 24th, 2022, also landed on November 4th, 2025. So 1260 days from November 4th lands us on April 17th, 2029. Oh yeah, I gotta show that one too. So the April 17th. So 1260 days from November 4th, 2025 landed us on April 17th, 2029. And it was the 1440 for your soul contract, or Jesus Christ is King. The 1440 weeks from September 11th, 2001 also lands and falls on Tuesday, April 17th, 2029. And then when written out, Tuesday, April 17th, 2029, the full date, even the day of the week and the year, equals 1104. Hell, the Antichrist is 1104. April 17, 2029, without the Tuesday equals fallen angel. And April 17, 2029 also equals mark of beast. So now we had the March 4th date. 888 days from the March 4th date, 2026, lands us on Tuesday, August 8th, 2028. Now that's crazy. So all these dates are somehow interconnected throughout the decode. And where did we see the Tuesday, August 8th, 2028? This is one of the first dates we came across. And this is the most recent date we've come across, the March 4th, because of the death toll from 9/11 from the founding date of the USA brought us to March 4th. And it's 1140 days from March 4th that connected our April 17th, 2029. But we had another date, and that other date was August 8th, 28 for our 888. And it's 888 days from March 4th to August 8th, 2028. And where I'm going to bring up the decode how we got that. So the August 8th was because we did is this it? Yeah. So this is how we got the August 8th. So is it there? Let me bring it back. So now we've got the March 4th. Okay, we can see it all now. So we can see the method at play here, how we got all the dates. Bring this up a bit. This is the 9/11 death toll, right? This is all connected with one of the kings of Babylon, Barack Hussein Obama, 1776. Connected to the new mayor of New York City, Zoran Kwame Mamdani, and the Order of the Skull and Bones. Right, so there we go. March 4th, which we got here, to August 8th, 28 is 888 days. So when we put 9/11, 2001, and we did 1316 weeks because of Revelation 1316, or even Jesus Christ equals 1316. Look, Jesus Christ equals 1316 in the standard cipher. So, and 1316 is Revelation 1316. It's to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So 1316 weeks from 9/11 landed us on December 1st, 2026. And the mark of the beast, because that's the mark of the beast verse, which equals 1404. So 9/11, 2001, and 1404 weeks lands us on August 8th, 2028. Just like the time and distance between our March 4th decode, 2026, and that Tuesday, August 8th, 2028 is 888 days. And look, August 8th is the 8th month, the 8th day of the 28th year of the millennium for your 3 8s, which we pointed out when we first discovered this one. And then we did the time duration between December 1st and August 8th. And look at the numbers and decodes we got for that. So this is wild. If you can see how the puzzle's coming together now. Very complex, but we're pulling it all in from however far and wide they think they can perform this and try and hide it, but they cannot hide this from us. We are uncovering it all. So December 1st, 2026 to the 8/8/28, unbelievable. It's either 1 year, 1 year, 8 months, and 7 days. It's either 20 months, 1 week, 88 weeks, or 616 days in between. Tuesday, December 1st equals 1018, and Tuesday, August 8th equals 726. So yeah, with these dates, with the timeline, we are in, it feels like to me, we're in that great tribulation period. It could be manipulated because what we're seeing and experiencing is all being manipulated by man. And this AI and the beast or whatever evil there is out there that's doing it, it definitely feels like great tribulation. All of these dates fall within the next 3.5 years, with April 17th, 2029 being the most furthest date away, which falls exactly 1260 days from November 4th, 2025. So we could be looking at, being in the Great Tribulation with the rise of the machines, with AI, the digital beast, the digital IDs coming in every nation. Like, things are happening. It's happening fast. It's going to catch people off guard. It's going to catch people off guard. So people aren't going to know what hit them. People don't even know. There's still people out there that don't even know how to use a smartphone, the internet, have never spoken to ChatGPT. But all of a sudden, like I said, it's going to be like a digital switch. You're going to go to the bank, you're going to go to the gas station, and all of a sudden they're going to be like, oh, you need to show your digital thing. Everything's digital now. You didn't get the memo. Everything's digital. You can't have cash. It's illegal. Atlas, Atlas didn't tell you, and you're going to be Atlas who? They're going to be the Atlas. It's everywhere. Everyone knows Atlas. It's the government, Atlas government. It's one of the biggest rituals yet, Dirk. Dirk says the Atlas is yet another ritual. It's not just another ritual. It's some of the final rituals. This is why the huge suspense over 3I Atlas, which is supposedly in space in the solar system doing weird things. It's changing color. It has a tail. Then it doesn't have a tail. It's moving in directions it should not be moving in if it's a comet. Now they're convinced it's a device, it's technology from another world. This is like, it's getting crazy. But the suspense is boiling up, right? As you would expect and imagine for the ushering in of the Antichrist. It's not just going to happen like that and be like, oh, hey, look, I'm this new leader. There's going to be some kind of anticipation. There's going to be some suspense, a lot of it. It's going to be thrilling, like what's going to happen, who, what, where, when. It's going to be a surprise, but not a surprise because you're awaiting it. That energy is going into, what is this? It's going to be somewhat fearful and excited at the same time, which sounds exactly like something for the ushering in of the Antichrist or the beast of Revelation. Let me quickly see my decodes, because now I'm talking like this, I'm realizing I've missed maybe a few. Where did I put that beast of Revelation? Okay, let's see this now. Guys, I got some wild stuff. I got a 1206 decode here. It's gonna yeah. So 1206. So vaccinate is 1206. So deoxyribonucleic acid is 1206. And what is deoxyribonucleic acid? What is it? It's DNA. That's the full name for DNA. And when you add DNA to deoxyribonucleic acid, it also equals 1206 in the satanic cipher. Sorry, I'm not familiar with saying DNA that way, so I keep fumbling it. Let me see if I can say it properly. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Sorry. Okay, so now we move on. We've done the 16 weeks from September 11th, 2001, and it fell on December 1st. But December 6th is also within that week. So when we did 16 weeks from September 11th, so with 0 days, it's December 1st. And from December 1st to August 8th, 2028, that's 88 weeks or 616 days or 2 years, 1 month. It's wild, the decode, right? Or 1 year, 8 months, 7 days, crazy. So obviously within that week, December 6th falls, and December 6th is also 1206 because December is currently the 12th month and obviously the 6th. William Henry Gates equals 1206. So keep in mind, we're on the lookout for the mark of the beast. Remember, Revelation 13:16 is the mark of the beast verse, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. We know that this top word here is very closely connected and tied into the mark of the beast, which is why Jabination equals 666, but Jabinate equals 1206. Deoxyribonucleic acid equals 1206. Deoxyribonucleic acid DNA equals 1206. Bill Gates, one of the fathers of the jab, right, who was born on a very October 28th, which is a day that the jab was also born. The one for polio was created on that day. Elvis Presley took a jab on live television, the first celeb ever to do so, on October 28th, which ended up being William Henry Gates' first birthday. So yeah, we know he has everything to do with the jab. If you had lived through the last 6 years and went through the pandemic, then yeah, you should know by now who William Henry Gates is. We've been on the lookout. We never stopped watching. So there's the 1206. Oh my God, am I even showing it? Yeah. So Richard says, funny. I just saw that the guy that discovered the double helix just died at 97. And that's funny because I had some double helix decodes. I also did the triple helix because we know that they're trying to manipulate and corrupt the genetic code by adding an extra DNA strand, which is why now we have this 1206 decode. So things are starting to happen, right? Things are starting to happen. Jesus Christ equals 1316. Okay, let me go through the slides. Apologies. But yeah, I think we covered the main chunk of what needed to be covered with 3i Atlas. So there it is. So Master Atlas equals 1008 because Atlas is going to rule the world. New York City is 1008. Digital ID 1008. Nanotechnology 1008 and 1260. Weaponization is 1008 and Order Out of Chaos 1098. And the alternate number of the beast is 616. So weaponization equals 616. We got a lot of 616s, but we need to understand why the alternate number of the beast is popping up with some of these decodes. It can't be ignored. So now we have Atlas. We have a whole bunch of timelines. It's all within the next 3.5 years. We've had the ceasefire Gaza Israel's 1008. We've got Third Reich 1008, Wuhan, China 1008, the Freemasonic Order 1008, even Taylor Swift. Geez, Masonic, yeah, that's exactly what Taylor Swift is a Masonic puppet, which is why they are an exact direct match. The New York Mets are 1008, Soul Transfer is 1008, because this is what Satan is after. This is what the beast wants. It wants some type of soul transfer. With all this technology coming and all these holograms and all these devices and deceptions, be on the lookout. I'm telling you, they figured it out. They have AI, they have the technology. The AI that we have and we're using is heavily censored, heavily turned down. We can't do what they can do. So it's wild. Wild. Guard your soul. Make sure it is bought and paid for by Jesus Christ. So New York City is 1008 and New York is 666. So weaponization is 616. So we have a decode. Where is it again? Right here. So again, December 1st, 2026, which is exactly 16 weeks after 9/11. And then we got Mark of the Beast, because this is what we're looking for, 1404. So we do that in weeks after 9/11, and it falls on August 8th, 2028. And then we calculate the time between these two. So sometime between December 1st, 2026, and August 8th, 2028, which is an exact span of 616 days. there will be some form of weaponization, which equals 616. This is why it's important to understand this decode and the 616 days in between these two date durations we uncovered, because they're too close to this whole timeline of tribulation, which is starting to feel a lot like Great Tribulation, where the Antichrist will reveal himself, to demand worship, and enforce this digital mark within a digital system. And it's all heating up so fast. And the 1260 days just begun on November 4th this week, which was Tuesday. So now, when we get to December 1st next year, there will be 616 days between December 1st and August 8, 2028. And I already considered that there will be some form of rollout of the mark of the beast. Because it's not all going to happen at once. It's going to happen maybe by nation, maybe by gender. It's going to happen. So somewhere within this timeline, especially because it equals 616 days, there's going to be weaponization of digital ID and nanotechnology. Do you see how it's connected? And digital ID and nanotechnology is going to blend together, because that's how they're going to get the nanotechnology inside of you through the digital ID. And the nanotechnology is weaponized. And it is weaponized for you to transfer your soul. So once you allow this mark inside of you, it's over. Which is why Jesus warns you, do not take the mark of the beast. Come judgment day, he will spew you out of his mouth and say, I never knew you. So somehow they have found a way to weaponize nanotechnology to perform a soul transfer. So once you start getting comfortable with the digital ID, somehow the nanotechnology will be involved. Look, it also equals 1260. So nanotechnology is weaponization of the digital ID for soul transfer. We are on fire. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps over here. And now the computer wants to die. Wow, wow, wow. I think we're starting to figure out when and what and where and how this is all going down. And thanks to Jesus for revealing this all to us, because this is all just happening on the fly. I've had the decodes, but now the story is becoming pretty clear. It is becoming pretty clear of what's happening for the new AI world order. Holy moly. Quickly, as I go through the decodes, let's see if we can discover any more. So this is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely wild. This is the April 17th decode. Oh my God. Yeah, it's getting freaky. 1008s and the 616. We had some more 616s. I see your comments. I'm going to get to them quickly. While I'm on this track, I don't want to lose it, because then I'll just be flapping around everywhere. So quickly, that was the 1260s. More there. That was the May 24th. So remember, it was 1260 days from this event that brought us to November 4th, 2025. And from November 4th, 2025, another 1260 days, that brings us to April 17th. You got to lock in on this now, right? There's your April 17th, 2029, which happens to be 1440 weeks after 9/11 and 1260 days after November 4th. May 24th, 2022, Robb Elementary, 19 students, 2 teachers, Great Tribulation, rituals, right? And yeah, I know, where are you? Dirk says, I think we're in Satan's little season. What do you think? if you'd been watching and listening, I clearly am saying that we're in the end times, revelation, trial, and tribulation part of the Bible, which means Satan's little season isn't for another, 1,003 years or whatever after the millennial reign. So I don't know if you have anything or any decodes to prove me wrong. Otherwise, I'm open to listen to them and consider. But right now, I'm saying we're in trial and tribulation, either the beginning of tribulation or the beginning of great tribulation. So I'm just documenting this all. We're going to cover everything, especially Satan's little season. Yeah, Richard, Rich Mind Academy says, what a scam for all the globetrotters awaiting this Atlas crap. People are so brainwashed, it's draining now. Draining, yeah, I'm not going to let them drain me, but it does anger me. And that's just me. This whole Atlas thing, I told you, I'm like, why'd they name it Atlas? And like, it feels like preconditioning and pre-programming, like the whole 9/11. Like, we were conditioned and pre-programmed to watch those towers fall before the day that they actually fell and were self-imploded, or whatever you want to call it, right? Because as I saw it happen, I was 16 years old, and I was like, huh, this feels like a movie. This feels like it just felt set up. It felt so coordinated and organized through ritual, not through war and hatred of countries and races and religions. Not like that. Oh, hello. Crystal Gem is here. Says, hi, NiCO and all. Excuse me. Let me just... It's good to see you, Crystal. Dirk says, thanks, NiCO, for your great decodes from our Father in heaven. God bless you, Dirk. And Crystal Gem, great to see you here today. I see you often. You have great discernment. Yep, you're right about that, Dirk. So how do we stop this? It's all so clear, but we don't know what to do to prevent it. Stupid people are more dangerous than evil. So I'm not sure when you guys jumped in, but I think some of the decodes say that it cannot be stopped. So here again, 3i Atlas. I have 3 or 4 slides on Atlas now. It's absolutely blowing up. We're just adding to it. So Atlas OpenAI is 1104. Okay, as I have that up, I'm just going to quickly finish off the comments. Crystal says, how are you, Dirk? Yeah, everything's going on. Okay, so Atlas. I told you on the very first slide that this whole 3i Atlas was an alien hologram. That's what it is. 3i Atlas alien hologram equals 1104. For your United States Space Command, alien threat, Hell the Antichrist, and slave of Satan. Atlas is now the name of OpenAI's new web browser. So OpenAI Atlas is 1104. ChatGPT Atlas is 616. ChatGPT Atlas is also 417, like April 17th. Hold on a second. So ChatGPT Atlas, which is the AI that pretty much might be powering this 3i Atlas through magic and ritual and technology, which is what the film Now You See Me, Now You Don't is going to somewhat kind of show. Truth in Plain Sight, coded movie coming out November 14th. And once that comes on, I'm going to try and watch it and gather as much information I can to tie it all in. So as you can see here, ChatGPT Atlas equals 616. And remember, it is 616 days. Anyway, we'll get to it. We just went over that, but that's interesting. And then there's some more. So Atlas Magic. Like I said, there's going to be magic involved. Atlas Magic equals 1104. Atlas Mothership. So I don't know when, but this comet is going to be stopped being called a comet, and it will be called a mothership. Atlas mothership equals Hail the Antichrist, slave of Satan 1104. As in the days of Noah 1104. So remember, it has to be as it was in the days of Noah, because Jesus said, just as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be when I return. As in the days of Noah is 1104. Atlas mothership is 1104. So 3i Atlas alien hologram 1104, worshipful master Atlas, because it's going to be become a god, and it's going to want to be worshipped. Equals 1656, which is just as it was in the days of Noah, because that's the year of the great flood. So how convenient that worshipful master Atlas equals the year of the great flood. So it's very rebellious. It's very vengeful. It's like, yes, God flooded us, but we're going to come back and do it all again. There's a clip from the film of the main character, Atlas. There's holograms, there's magic. It's insane. Atlas OpenAI, slave of Satan. So the Atlas web browser is order out of chaos. Introducing ChatGPT Atlas. Atlas Magic, Atlas God, 417, your April 17th. And Atlas God is Fallen Angel. So NBC News covered the new images of Atlas, saying it has no tail, which means there's now looking at it as being a mothership from another world. But look at this mistake they put on there. Is this a purpose mistake, or is this by accident from NBC News, one of the top media stations in the United States? So instead of referring to it as 3i Atlas, they spelt it as 3AI Atlas. No tell for 3AI Atlas. So they're just doing this and proving us right, that this whole Atlas thing is all AI, which is what's shown right here on NBC News, what 1.3 million people saw on YouTube. So there's going to be a government named Atlas. So if ChatGPT wants to name its browser Atlas, if the main character of this new film about magic and holograms has to be named Atlas, then why not? Let's just name everything Atlas, right? There's going to be new cars named Atlas, new food named Atlas. Or what are you eating today? I'm eating Atlas. What do you have to drink? I'm drinking some Atlas. Because Atlas saves equals 1098. Atlas magic is 534. Fallen angel and order out of chaos. So the Atlas government, there's all the numbers. Atlas is possessed is 666. Atlas is coming is 1254. And Atlas cannot be stopped. Equals 1018, which is Luke 1018. I saw Satan fall from heaven as a lightning bolt. So it couldn't be stopped then, and it can't be stopped now. Only Jesus can stop this. So we cannot stop Atlas. We can only educate ourselves and understand who and what Atlas is. It's going to be some kind of AI god, some form of AI government, AI ruler. It's going to be a source where, people won't be alone. Even that Michael Jackson song, "You Are Not Alone," because you are not going to be alone ever again. We're going to have this Atlas AI on our shoulder, in our heads, right? It's going to be everywhere. You won't be able to avoid it. Oh my God, you're right. Oh man. I'm so angry at myself. This is why I need you guys here. So Planet Truth says, You know the movie Atlas with J-Lo? Yes, I've watched it twice, and I can't believe I just forgot. Because that movie is about AI. And it's called Atlas. It's all about the humans fighting against rogue AI, human-looking cyborgs that are trying to destroy humanity. So let's bring it up right now. Wow. Oh my God. And I did remember it back then, but I never added it. And it just look how easy it was to forget about this. So I'm going to, yeah, we have to add this right now. Because now, I can't believe it. This absolutely ties this whole decode full together and proves everything. So let's get this going. Let's quickly, oh my God. Okay, I'm going to go get it now. Let me leave this decode right here because I'm going to go finish it off with the Atlas movie, which means I have to finish up the, oh my God. You're awesome, Planet Truth. Good to see you, Flat Earth New Zealand. Unbelievable, yeah. Yeah, sounds good. NiCO, like you, I'm learning everything at a crazy pace. God is waking me up to all truths every day. The veil is lifting for me. Yes. Just like it's been lifting for myself. Unbelievable. I can't believe you just did that. Richmond Academy, you are right. Ignorance is evil. It's not good like they say. 1104 is also Trojan Horse. Julian Assange, Elon Reeves Musk. Elon Musk, hold on a second. Trojan Horse and Elon Reeves Musk is 1104. No, I'm thanking you now, Planet Truth. Awesome stuff. I got to plug this computer in. Give me a second. I need another drink. And then we're going to finish up the decode or add to it because it will never be finished. Give me a second. You're going to have to give me like 2-3 minutes, guys. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, let me just try and... I'm here. Okay. Epic. Epic, epic, epic. Okay, quickly. So let's quickly... Okay, let's all just go do it together. Let me bring this off. Yeah, I'm pretty blown away right now. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Oh, God. This is the code of the end day. Oh, stop this. You're driving me crazy with this. This is amazing. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead, Dirk. No worries. No need to apologize. I appreciate you being here in the first place. So I hope everything's all right. Okay, so wow. What is this? Let's go to the decodes. I needed to see, what do I need to see? Trojan Horse and Elon Reeves Musk. Oh, baby, look at that. So Trojan Horse is 1104. Oh my God. It's all coming together. Okay, so Trojan Horse, Elon Reeves Musk. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, man. Okay, let's put him on there. Unbelievable. This is insane. Just, wow. Come on. Are you kidding me? We're being Trojan Horse by AI, guys. Do you guys see how important the 1104 is, just like the 1260 was, just like all the other decodes we have here? Unbelievable. We're right on the mark with this. There's the 1104 in the Latin sci-fi. See a 924 there. But right now it's the 1104. Unreal. Unreal. This is driving me insane. Okay, so we got the Elon Reeves Musk. Hold on. And then I believe Rich said something about This is the code of the end of the day. Let's put that in. This is the code of the end day. Huh. Wow. Whew. Oh, I see a 774 there. Look at that. In Fibonacci, there's a 774, which is King Trump is 774. This is the code of the end day. Okay, whatever. This is looking pretty mighty. Thank you for checking out and going through the 1104s. I'm just going to chuck them on this slide over here, because now we have to go for Atlas. Oh, this is getting too much. Yeah, you're welcome. Wow. It's just shocking at first, but once you have it all in one place, it just becomes known, right? So, wow, we're just seeing this. Like I said, this is all brand new. This has all just been happening on the fly. So let's get to the movie about J-Lo. Atlas. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gee whiz. So there it is. So the movie is called Atlas as well. Let's see when it was released. So this is going to be last year. So Atlas. So it's a 2024 American science fiction action film. It's starring Jennifer Lopez as a skilled counterterrorism analyst who harbors a profound distrust of artificial intelligence, and who comes to realize that it may be her sole recourse following the failure of a mission aimed at apprehending a rogue robot. So the film's directed by Brad Payton and written by Leo Sardarian and Aaron Eli Kalate. The film also stars Simu Liu, Sterling K. Brown, and Mark Strong. So Atlas, look at this. Look at this. Atlas was released by Netflix on May 24th, 2024. And remember, in the decodes, it was May 24th, 2022 that Rob Elementary happened, and 1260 days from that day landed us on November 4th, 2025. And it's from 1260 days from November 4th, 2025, which falls and lands on April 17th, 2029. But we have another May 24 here, because on the May 24th, which was 2 days after Rob Elementary, we get Atlas, the movie. And here's the plot. It's 2043, humanoid, artificial intelligence terrorist Harlan leads a war of machines against humans. The military forces of a new international coalition of nations forces Harlan to flee into outer space. So 28 years later, in 2071, Atlas Shepard, an analyst with a deep distrust of artificial intelligence and the daughter of Harlan's designer, searches for the fugitive. And after one of Harlan's AI agents is captured and interrogated, again, look, interrogating of AI, Atlas discovers that Harlan has escaped to a planet in the Andromeda galaxy and insists that she accompanies the military mission to find and capture it using AI-assisted mecha known as ARCs. So moments before, okay, this is getting into the whole plot, but wow, it's all about AI. Her name is Atlas Shepard, right? So that what does that mean? Like the shepherd, shepherding in? Like, let's do the decode quick. Atlas shepherd. Atlas shepherd. Right? Very biblical to be a shepherd. Let's see. Oh, the 1290, huh? All righty. Okay, so her name isn't showing up anything. Let me see. A shepherd, Atlas shepherd. $474, right? So first initial, last name equals fallen angel. And then just shepherd. So shepherd, 474, and shepherd. Okay, so Atlas. Unbelievable. So I'll definitely have to add all of that to a whole new slide connecting this whole Atlas thing. So yes, of course, there was an Atlas movie that was released 2024, May 24th, before any talk of a comet named 3I Atlas. So we got to get a timeline on these Atlas things now. So Atlas, the movie with Jennifer Lopez. Let me just quickly see if we can see what Jennifer Lopez equals. Jennifer Lopez. Right? I think they're just seeing quickly. So yeah, Jennifer Lopez, 2024, plays a character named Atlas in a movie about rogue AI. And then we got 3I Atlas, which was discovered or seen sometime this year in 2025. Then we had OpenAI ChatGPT Atlas, which came out October 21st, 2025. And then just a few days ago, the trailer, hold on, but I only just saw the trailer. Hold on, when did the trailer first show up? I need to see something because I want a proper timeline here. So the movie trailer for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I need to know Now You See Me, Now You Don't trailer. Because I only saw the one that showed 4 days ago, but I believe it showed, look, it showed 6 months ago. 16 million views. Okay, so the first, let me put it in slow motion just in case. So Lionsgate Movies posted the trailer for this film on April 29th, 2025. I need to know, when was Atlas first discovered? 3I Atlas first discovered. July 1st, 2025. Right? So now we have the Atlas movie, which came out May 24th, 2024. And then I think the trailer came out second, because we have a 29th of April 2025 date with 16, almost 17 million views from Lionsgate. Let me skim through the trailer quickly because I didn't see this 6 months ago. I only saw the one 4 days ago. So let me go from the beginning. This is unbelievable. So again, Jennifer Lopez played a character named Atlas in a rogue AI movie. So there's the dome structure with the lights of the stars within it. Is it going to show any holograms? So there's the stars within the dome. Oh, I see. I didn't see this trailer. There's the hologram in the sky above the dome. It says the Horseman. Here's the character named Atlas. It says it's very, let me see. Was he saying anything here? Whatever. It's very good to be back. So they're the 4 horsemen, right? Okay, I don't want to show too much of that. What else did they show? So it's from Lionsgate. My atlas was spot on. You see that? Look, my atlas was spot on. Or my atlas was spot on. Here's a, I'm talking about a trick that is bigger and better. So they're about to pull a trick. So Atlas wants to pull a trick on the world. And it obviously looks like it's involving technology, AI, and holograms. There's the diamond. Hold on. Jack, what are you doing here? Hi, guys. Was that Woody Harrelson? There's a castle, a building. Now you see me, now you don't. Anyway, okay, so the timeline says, did they even have a date for release on this? Coming soon. So they didn't even know the release date. So this was the first trailer for this film, starring Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and Isla Fisher. He plays a character named Atlas. So April 29th. So it goes the J-Lo film, Atlas, by Netflix, released May 24th. Then we got the trailer for this film, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, April 29th. Then the comet, interstellar comet 3I Atlas, was first discovered on July 1st, 2025. And then we got OpenAI Atlas in October. So introducing ChatGPT Atlas, October 21st, 2025. Wow. So that's 4 in a short span of time. Atlas just popped up everywhere. So we got the AI movie Atlas. We got a character named Atlas in a film that has holograms, right? They're magicians. And they call themselves the Horsemen. And the Horseman is projected in as a hologram above a domed structure with lights and stars within it. Then we got the discovery of this comet, and they decided to name it Atlas. So the films were already out before the discovery of the comet, right? So we had to know who had the name first. And then why would these scientists name the comet Atlas when Atlas was already the name of a character in 2 movies to do with this ritual? And then we had OpenAI that says, hey, you know what? I just want to jump on the bandwagon. Jennifer Lopez was named Atlas in a movie about AI. There's a magician named Atlas in a movie with holograms and magic. And there's a comet in outer space named Atlas. So why don't we just name our browser Atlas? So OpenAI were the last company or group, whatever you want to call them, to use the name Atlas. But this is a $1 billion, $1 trillion company, an AI company. They didn't think or look into the name and think, no, maybe we shouldn't name our browser Atlas. It's too closely connected to 3I Atlas, the comet that was just discovered. Or what about the movie on Netflix called Atlas about AI? Maybe Netflix might sue us, but who cares? We got more money than they do. And then there was Jesse Eisenberg playing a character, a magician named Atlas. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Okay. Anyone sees or understands what I'm seeing? Yeah. Oh, Lionsgate, God of Israel 322. Hold on. So yeah, that's a Lionsgate movie. Jennifer Lopez, a Lionsgate. So Lionsgate equals 846. So that's tribulation, and it does equal 322 in Latin. So let's start getting this up there because, oh my God, it's getting out of hand. So okay, hold on. I'm doing the slide right now. Let me put it up for you guys so you're not looking at nothing. So that's the slide we're working on. Let me just do some. So now we got all the atlases. Atlas. So there's the JLo Atlas. So we're going to try and put them in order. Give me a sec. Epic decodes, though. Thank you for the Elon Musk ones. We all know that he's Mr. AI also. So AI Atlas, Netflix. We need the movie trailer came out for Now You See Me. And it's a Lionsgate movie. We've got the date here. I just need an image of the movie. Give me a second. Absolutely insane. So we should know this is 2024. So that's obviously the easiest one, the first one. I just want to image. Okay, well, 3i Atlas was discovered. July 1st. I should go here somewhere. Just finish up, get this all there. We got OpenAI introducing Atlas. It's getting crazy, man. Getting absolutely wild. And everyone's so distracted, they can't figure this out, that they're being conditioned to accept this new God. This is wild. So that was the last one. Let me grab. Oh, where is it? Oh, copy. Oh, copy image. Okay, there's the new film. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That's got the Atlas connections. Images, oh, comet. Take this one, put that here. That's 3i Atlas. All right, okay. All right, I think that's going to be it. We've got lots more work to do, but we're just covering everything, making sure it's out there. Lionsgate, yes. Okay, let me put that on the decode then quick. Because it's a Lionsgate movie. They equal that 846. So Tribulation is, it's getting crazy. So the studio that's putting out this film is Lionsgate, and they equal 846 and 322. All right, there's your Lionsgate. A bit too big. Yeah, too much. 322, there's a 612. Wow, this is all really happening. There will be a digital system. There will be a digital government. Whew, I can't believe I'm saying this. A digital God. What else did you have? So thank you, Rich Mind. You've been amazing. Okay. Wow. So yeah, Elon Reeves Musk, X. He's Mr. SpaceX, right? Oh my goodness. We got the Trojan horse. And this is the code at the end of the day. Let me put this Atlas image on there. All right. Why does that look so weird like that? We got our work cut out, so yeah, that's a stupid image. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this Atlas business now? You don't even need gematria to connect that. Atlas has been a... So what's the date durations now? So we're going to do a date duration between the most recent Atlas to the first one. So May 24th, 2024, that film was released. There probably was a trailer for it. So let me see when the trailer came out, because that would have been before 2020, May 24th. So we're going to look for the Atlas trailer one, the first trailer. So the first trailer came out the 23rd of April, 2024. Is this the first trailer? So only a month. Does Netflix usually do that? They'll show the trailer for a film and then it's released on Netflix a month later. So it says the 23rd of April, the trailer for the movie Atlas. So I'll have to add all that, but I'm just looking quickly before we sign off. Yeah, yeah, heaps more work to do, but you're doing great. Rich Mind says, thank you, NiCO. I had no idea about gematria before you. I've been learning a lot about it recently. Yeah. So I appreciate you've been learning and watching along and looking to learn more. Yeah. Some of these decodes are just absolutely insane. Like, look at these numbers. I had the 1104 for almost 2 months now, and I didn't have Elon Reeves Musk, like, or Trojan horse. But I had all the other ones. Like, so Elon Reeves Musk, his full name equals Hell the Antichrist, equals slave of Satan, right? So there's some 1104s. So Donut Factory equals 1104, just like Elon Reeves Musk, just like Hell the Antichrist and slave of Satan, 1104. There's the Masonic brick walls. You guys don't know how to read the signs and symbolism. Like, they show you who they are through the gematria, through the code and the bricks, whether it's the purple brick background. Like, yeah, absolutely unbelievable. Say no to digital ID, 1104. Like, Satan has that covered too. I think, yeah. Why did I go all the way back here for? Because I was looking at the 1104s. Yeah, so we had them. Then we had a whole bunch more with the... Yeah, so that's said and done. I think we've covered everything. So look, Lionsgate, which is from Lionsgate movies. Lionsgate equals 846 and 322. I believe that has something to do with the Lionsgate portal, which is usually August 8th. Lionsgate portal. Hold on, something just clicked to my head. Let me just check something. Lionsgate portal. Yeah, so Lionsgate portal is 8/8. What does that mean? Hold on. What does the Lionsgate portal do? Yeah, so Lionsgate portal was like new age terminology where they have... So it says essentially a cosmic software update for your soul. Think of it as the universe opening a direct line between your higher self and your current reality. offering unprecedented opportunities for manifestation, clarity, and personal transformation. So that's what this Lionsgate portal is. It's new age, heebie-jeebie, witchy nonsense. Here's the images. Let me just show that. So now, if you see how my mind works, and you already know one of our decodes, the 1404 lands on Lionsgate portal 8828 for your 888. Yeah, things are getting really toasty with these decodes. So there's your Lionsgate portal. It's that nonsense with the new age, which is they use the numbers 88. And look, Lionsgate portal this year was from July 28th to August 8th, 2025. So I can see how they've manipulated these witches and new age, super nonces, to worship these days that Satan already has for the mark of the beast. So look, there's 888 for Lionsgate. Yeah, these people are whack. These people will be lining up getting that mark of the beast, saying that they manifested it and that it's the universe trying to get in touch with them. Yeah, these people are getting played. So you can see how the Lionsgate movie studio now is connected to the Lionsgate portal, whatever ritual the New Ages are doing to give power to the beast for the ritual that falls on August 8th, 2028. I'm going to have to do a whole other live now. Everything's just gone absolutely insane with the Atlas. We have 4 huge Atlas connections. We've got more new 1104 connections. It's getting wild. Yeah, people are blind though, because it doesn't seem like anyone's seeing it. So are people blind that they're not seeing it? Yeah, Lionsgate portal equals the Matrix. What do you mean by that? And like decode, like, let me see, Lionsgate portal. Oh, whoa. How did I not see this? Guy, oh man, this is getting too wild. You're not gonna believe this, but Lionsgate portal I have right here equals 1104. Watch this. Do you see that? So now we have Lionsgate, which equals 846 and 322. Now we have Lionsgate portal, which equals 1104, just like Elon Reeves Musk. What the hell is going on with these decodes? Why are these 1104s just popping up all of a sudden like this? This is getting out of hand. Don't tell me that the Matrix equals that too. Lionsgate portal 1104 and then the Matrix. Okay. So yeah, the Lionsgate portal, this is getting wild. Okay. Yeah, this is getting crazy. The Matrix I didn't see equals 1104. Let me go back and look at it. Did I spell it right? The Matrix. So no 1104 on the Matrix, but definitely 1104 on the Lionsgate portal. So this slide right here is showing 4 different atlases within the last year, from the movie on Netflix named Atlas to Now You See Me, Now You Don't trailer with a character named Atlas. That's a magician that's going to be working with magic and holograms. We have the 3i Atlas comet discovered July 1st, and then we have OpenAI introducing ChatGPT Atlas. Ridiculous. Signing off. That's it for today. I already know once I sign off, I'm going to go look at one thing and find a whole bunch more decodes, but I'll definitely be back. Wow. So yeah, if you've been watching and listening to this, you are the resistance.